Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. And folks, today I want to talk about the best place to eat in all of Brooklyn that's been so for such a long time. I mean, think about it. When you think about Brooklyn, yeah, we get some honorable mentions. We get Peter Luger's Steakhouse. But in reality, does anybody ever come off an airplane and run to Peter Luger's Steakhouse? I think not. Last time I came to Brooklyn, that's what I did. So I'm going to tell you a little about Spumoni Gardens today, some things you might not know about the place. But I want to give a 2-minute little film that I made about it. That's how great it is. I don't even want to talk through it. That's how cool it is. And I want to put up a little fact here that a lot of people don't know, that L B stands for Ludovio Barbati. I'm going to put the name up here right now. That's the guy who originally found the place back in 1939. I'm going to talk about 1939 too. But with no further ado, here's a little video I made just of the pizza, just of the place, set to music, because it's that good. I just don't want to talk even through it.
How are you?
It's a wonderful place. It's the best pizzeria in the entire world.
It is.
No question about it.
Nope.
Coming in since I'm a little kid. You've had a lot of famous stars here too, right?
He
Adam Richman, right? Man vs. Food. I think Tony Bourdain too, right?
came, yeah.
Who else have you had here?
I really know. But a lot of people,
A lot of people.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So one of the amazing things about going to Spumoni Gardens is that that's the square slice. If you want slices there, you got to say square or round. But for the square slices, they actually have a slicing machine that they cut the cheese fresh right there. And that's a big difference in making the pizza taste extra fresh. I'm telling you, this is the place to come to in Brooklyn. If you've never been, you have to come here. We're standing out here right now, and the smell of pizza, the smell of cheese, pervades the whole area. It is like heaven. So like for me, when I die and I go to heaven, and I go down that long tube and I see Jesus at the end, I want to meet my family, I want to shake hands with Jesus, give him a hug, and I want to be able to be handed a piece of Spumoni Gardens pizza. It is totally awesome. Can't tell you enough about it. It's got the outdoor courtyard, so it's wonderful to come here in the warmer. Brooklyn is known for a lot of great things, and not to say that Brooklyn's only going to be good for a pizzeria, but the fact of the matter is, folks, is that when you go traveling outside of Brooklyn, because my wife and I are spending a lot of time in Sarasota these days, people ask you all the time about Spumoni Gardens. We just went to Bell's Outlets the other day, and the woman who was working there, of course, I strike up a conversation with everybody. Everybody knows me. And so I walk in, and I start escalate actually where the restroom was for my wife, and the lady starts saying, "Hey, you're from Brooklyn, right? Yeah. I was from 60th Street." And right away, the topic goes into Spumoni Gardens. How is it? Have you been there? How's it going these days? So I guess what I'm trying to say is the most popular place that Brooklyn seems to be known for is Spumoni Gardens, because people can relate to it. I mean, it's a pizzeria, the outdoor courtyard, the memories. I mean, the place is there for 80 years. People always like something that's got history to it. I mean, that's why so many people come to Disney World. I could tell you, working at the Magic Kingdom all these years, one of the things people love about it is they sit on the bench where their grandparents sat. They go on a ride that their grandfather took them on, or their father or mother took them on. They remember where they took a photo with their grandmother. I mean, it's kind of strange, but I mean, when I was on Dream Squad working at the Magic Kingdom, I would oftentimes take a picture of somebody, and later on, of course, going back and having the store in Brooklyn, a lot of times we ended up going to a lot of wakes, and a lot of times you'd see on that memory board photos of Disney World. I mean, so people love the whole thing of something with a memory. So I think that's why Spumoni Gardens is so popular. The food is magnificent. The service is consistent. I mean, you know, the only thing I'll give it, everyone knows I'm a Coca-Cola guy. They do serve Pepsi there, so I have to say something, you know, not in the positive column. So that'll be what I would say about it. But this is the reason why it's so beloved no matter where you go. And like I said, Brooklyn, New York, and Manhattan, all these places, we're known for fabulous food. Chinese food, Italian food, French food, you name it, German food, it's there. But in terms of the place that people are going to ask you about when you go outside of Brooklyn and you meet somebody, that's going to be the number one thing. Always is. So folks, do yourself a favor. If you've never been over to Spumoni Gardens, do yourself a favor. Go over there and sample it. Take a look at it. Bring your children there. It's absolutely magnificent. And you know, in Brooklyn we have a saying, I would never make fun of anybody's pizzeria or whatever, but Spumoni Gardens is a real Brooklyn pizzeria. It's not what we Brooklynites call a foo-foo pizzeria. You know, foo-foo pizzeria tends to be, they got 20 different pizzas in there, you know, broccoli and pizza and white cheese, and you know, well, that's great and wonderful. I wouldn't want to make fun of it, but it's not a real Brooklyn pizzeria. Spumoni Gardens is a real Brooklyn pizzeria. Go in there. If you've never had Spumoni, holy cow, the Spumoni in there is fantastic. I'll put a picture of Spumoni. I'll also show you what's in there. It's cherry ice cream, pistachio, and chocolate. Just a different kind of taste. And you do yourself a favor. It's a rite of passage. It's like bringing your kids to Disney World. You have to bring your kids or yourself or your date over to Spumoni Gardens. You won't regret it. It's fabulous. And one more point I want to bring out about how good the place is, and everybody out there, no matter where you're watching, whether it be New York, whether it be Pennsylvania, whether it be California, doesn't even matter, even a different country, everyone knows what's the telltale sign that a place is really good. If you're traveling somewhere, right, and you're not sure where to eat, I know it was like this for me the first time I went to California. You know, you drive into a place, there was this little hole in the wall taco stand, and it didn't look like anything much, but I looked, there was all these telephone company trucks outside there. All the workers were in there eating. So this is what it is at Spumoni Gardens. I mean, there's an MTA train yard over there. You see the firemen in there and UPS trucks. So at any time you go over there, you'll notice all the city workers, all the local companies and stuff eating in there. That's how you know something is really, really good. By the local workers, by the city workers, by the uniformed people all being in there. That's the telltale sign. Folks, as always, I want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a shout. Please give me a like. Leave a comment. I'm always looking for ideas. I try to make this a really fun channel. Make it fun for people like us who love Brooklyn and want to support all the local places out there. There's nothing like supporting the local mom and pop places. Again, nothing against franchises or anything like that, but it's really the mom and pop stores that have built America. And I'm a big believer in that. We had a store for 25 years. And I'm a firm believer in the mom and pop stores and the support of them. Always a big shout out to my son Matt, who we lost a couple of years ago. Matt was a brilliant musician. We run a foundation called the Waffles Foundation, and we donate musical instruments and lessons to kids nationwide who can't afford to play. So please, if you have an instrument you want to donate, we're a legitimate 501c3. Please hit us up. We could be found at www.wafflesfoundation.org. or you can email me at wafflesfoundation@gmail.com. All your donations are 100% tax-free. You take them off your taxes. We're a 501c3. We'll give you a paper, the whole 9 yards. So, folks, thanks for joining me. I'll see you real soon. I love you, Matt. I miss you, Matt. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.